Kevin G with a weather overview, and our benign Labor Day weekend weather, which was forecasted earlier in the week, has now evolved into a threat from Hermine, and I think that when it's all said and done, this storm is going to be known for a beach battering for days and days. I don't think that we'll get the rain that we need. I do think that we'll get some wind. I think it'll be minor to moderate wind impacts. But I think the biggest thing with this storm for us is going to be the intense pounding that is going to take place along our coastline. And Telecast.com has your temperatures right now. And as we look at the National Weather Service graphic, I think that they really are on the money here. The biggest threat is, as you can see at the top of the slide, moderate to major coastal flooding. That is the primary threat in my view, and it looks like it's the primary threat right now in NOAA's view. And you'll see why as we go through the broadcast here. So take a look at them on Facebook. This is Hurricane Hermine, maximum sustained winds 80 miles an hour as it is approaching Appalachia Bay in Florida. This hurricane is hitting a spot that doesn't get hit all that much. We associate Florida with hurricanes, but in fact, this portion of Florida hasn't been hit by a hurricane full on since 1968. So the eye of the hurricane is making a very drastic pass in the next few hours over Appalachia Bay. So what happened here? Why are we in this forecast dilemma? Well, off of tropical tidbits, the trough of low pressure, not a trough of low pressure, but an upper air disturbance in the jet stream, which was going to cool us down for the weekend, is going to take off to the northeast, and as it does so, it's going to leave what's left of Hermine behind. And the problem is that this storm cannot easily go out to sea, like many others that we've seen before. This storm is going to get stuck in place, and it's going to be able to mill about over our coastal waters and send beach battering waves towards our shore and cause many cycles of high tide to be affected by very high surf and strong swells from the ocean water. So let's take a look at last night's track when the hurricane was still in a formative stage. And now we look at tonight's track, and you can see that they're pretty similar from the Hurricane Center, so they've been doing a pretty good job of deciphering where this is going to go. And now when we take a look in depth at the models, this is from the afternoon run of the GFS. This is by Saturday afternoon. And you'll be able to see why in a minute why I'm not so much concerned with the rain as of yet, unless there's a big forecast track change. This is Saturday afternoon, and then we get into Sunday as the storm jogs north. It's probably going to be a tropical storm by this point. I don't think it's going to regenerate into a hurricane from the looks of what I've seen, but nonetheless, it can only make so much forward progress. So that by Monday, look, it didn't even make a second landfall over New Jersey or over Long Island or anything like that. It's just meandering about, but as it's doing so, it's causing tremendous waves to pile up on our coastline, so that I think rain will be very minimal here unless there's a big forecast track change. And here's by Tuesday, and you can see that we're still left with a meandering cyclone that's stuck under that big high pressure cell. So this is from meteorologist Joe Chaffee, and this is the meat and potatoes of the forecast right here. This is the storm surge model. This shows you that the highest storm surge is going to be on Long Island Sound. This is going to extend from Saturday night through at least Tuesday. And along the south shore of Long Island and along the New Jersey coast, there'll be 3-foot storm surge at the times of high tide. So this will not be the last video from me. I wanted to give you a snapshot of what I was thinking tonight. I think this is a serious coastal flood threat, and it could span many days across our coastal waters and across our shoreline. So stay tuned, and another update for you tomorrow night.